Due to the unusual circumstances we find ourselves in, it was not possible for Barry and Kirsty to have the wedding day they originally planned for the 12th of April. However, they didn't want to wait another year before they officially tied the knot, and have opted for this small, intimate ceremony with their closest friends and family members. Barry and Kirsty first met at the beginning of 2010, when Kirsty was just 17 and Barry was 18. A few weeks later, on the 12th of April 2010, Barry asked Kirsty to be his girlfriend, which is why Kirsty and Barry originally chose Sunday the 12th of April this year on which to get married, as that would have been the 10th anniversary of them becoming a couple.
It's fair to say I wasn't looking forward to the boyfriend years, and when she first mentioned a boyfriend was indeed involved, I feared the worst. However, despite his poor choice of English football club, I took to Barry from the first day I met him, and who wouldn't? He's an absolute diamond, a decent man, and I'm delighted to have him in the family.
The proposal, which took place in November 2018, came as a complete surprise to Kirsty, who didn't have a clue that Barry was planning to propose. So, as many of you may know, Barry and Kirsty always put their Christmas tree up on the 1st of December. After a quick rummage, Kirsty found another tree bauble which read, "Will you marry me?" At the same time, Barry took a box containing the engagement ring from his back pocket, got down on one knee and read out a poem he had written especially for Kirsty. Kirsty was in complete shock and immediately burst into tears, but she did manage to say yes between sobs. Do you, Barry, promise to love Kirsty, to honour her and protect her, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others? Be faithful to her, for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
Do you, Kirsty, promise to love Barry, to honour him and protect him, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others? Be faithful to him, for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have witnessed Kirsty and Barry exchange their vows, legal declarations and wedding rings. And so, Barry and Kirsty, following the binding declaration you have made before me, and in the presence of your guests and witnesses, it gives me the greatest pleasure in declaring you married and pronouncing you husband and wife.
So, I'm not going to take too much of your time, but there are a few things a bride and groom should say on their big day. So, on behalf of my wife and I, we would both like to thank everyone for coming today. It means a lot to us both to have our family and friends here and with us on our special day. Who knew after Kirsty's banana-coloured tracksuit, making her pay on the first date, and a close death experience with a knife and a live toaster, and 10 years together, she would then be saying yes to marrying me. Beautiful, caring, loving, stylish, classy, honest, funny, and feisty are all the words I would use to describe you, and are the reasons I love you in so many ways. But the biggest reason is because you're my very best friend, my soulmate, and I know that today is just the start of our next chapter as Mr. and Mrs. Barber.
During this journey that you're about to continue on, there will be difficult times, but remember this day and why you wanted to do this. Life is short, savour the good times and put the not so good days behind you. Trust me, there will be many more good days.
When the one whose hand you're holding is the one who holds your heart, when the one whose eyes you gaze into gives your hopes and dreams their start, when the one whom you believe in puts their faith and trust in you, you found the one and only love, you'll share your whole life through.
And with that, we'd like to raise a glass again to toast the marriage of Mr. and Mrs. Barber. Cheers.
Cheers.